Hi everyone, I'm Ashley, your host of Life After an Ego Death, and today's special guest is Eunice Velazquez. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I am so excited to jump right in. I guess I want to say thank you for creating with me and thank you for being honest and vulnerable. It is such a treat to have this connection with you and just see where it takes us. And so I'll let you start. What do you want to share about your spiritual journey?
What I want to share is my belief that we can make the world a better place. I am a genuine believer in that. I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like if we all, just take the initiative to try to put out good vibes, that we can make the
hmm
world a better place.
Right. And it starts with us. It starts with changing ourselves, if we're not in that place already, to make sure that we're good vibes for people and it'll
Yeah,
change them.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm a big believer. I've studied like stoicism over the past years. And
I
so
love it.
I believe that we can't really control the external circumstances, but what we can control is how we respond to them. So I think that's why
hmm
it's so important to be the one to take the initiative.
Oh man, I read so much on Stoicism right in the beginning of my journey. And for you to bring it up, it's just a beautiful synchronicity. I mean, I love that.
Yeah, yeah. Now
It is.
nowadays, I've been doing a little bit more practicing like nervous system regulation, doing things that are good
hmm
for my soul and for my body because I've come to realize that if we're not feeling good, it's hard to help others feel good.
Yeah. And it starts within the body. And it kind of does go with your reaction. People get triggered and have that response. So
Hmm.
it is good to heal your body and your nervous system by working through your traumas. And as you're leaning into the trigger, is kind of what I was starting with is why am I feeling this way? What is going on? And look for the root. And it was always just, a childhood memory or someone else projecting on me and someone else putting their limiting beliefs on me and stuff like
Hmm.
that. And just going one by one on calming myself down and healing myself, yeah, from the inside out and meditating really and breath work. Breath work is so good. And like doing all the chakra alignment, all of that is just
Hmm.
really nourishing for the nervous system.
Yeah, totally. And like you said, it's like a lot of times the society or just people in our lives are gonna try to put on those limiting beliefs on us, and like you said, it's kind of up to us to be able to learn those things that are going to regulate us, such as the breathing. And um, yeah,
Hmm. So, what got you into this at all? What started your journey? There's always like kind of an initiation for people that kind of force them into this path in a way because
mhm,
you're not really just like naturally guided to this. Something has to
right.
happen in your life, kind of. I feel like with a lot of people, something happens where it kind of is a catalyst for them.
Hmm. No, that's a really good question. I was thinking about it somewhat recently, and I think it's been my whole life has been leading up to this moment.
Mm.
I
Mm-hmm.
My childhood was kind of there was a lot of family like troublesome family dynamics, and
Mm-hmm.
like my family basically split up when I was 12 years old, so it's always been kind of turbulent.
Oh.
And somewhere along the road I developed the belief that during the winter time when we lose that like hour of sunlight, when the days are shorter, I started getting seasonal depression.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was this year, actually. One of my coworkers, I was telling her about it. And she basically snapped me out of it because I was telling her, like, yeah, like whenever this time comes around, it was wintertime or autumn, something like that. I was telling her, whenever this time comes around, I always get so depressed and it's like, it's tough. I don't like this time.
So
And
many people say that.
yeah, it's a thing. It happens. It's kind of funny. It's called SAD, seasonal something depression.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
Mm-hmm.
But she basically, she was like, "Yo, like you're if you keep thinking of it that way, like of course you're gonna be stuck feeling that way. You can
Mm-hmm.
try to change your mindset about it and think like, yeah, in the past I used to feel this way around this time, but nowadays I focus on trying to find the what I do enjoy about that season."
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that kind of helped me get into this trajectory a little bit more.
Yeah, that's such a good point, is when you focus on the good, more good comes into your life. And when you're focused on the bad, more bad comes in. So your mindset really does affect everything. And it affects your vibration too. Because if you're feeling good and you're grateful and more of all just luck comes to you, a lot of good things. And what I try to do, I move so much in my life, and I used to, not anymore, but I used to like really hate the place that I was living. I was like, oh, it sucks here. Oh, like find XYZ reasons why it's not good enough for me. And then I shifted my mindset to, what if I suck up all the goodness that this place has to offer me? And then I found so many amazing things. I tasted the best food and had the best experiences and traveled a few hours away from that area to make sure I left no stone unturned. And I just got to really experience a way better life when I focused on, okay, let me make this fun. Let me focus on play. Let me see what can come out of this if I'm really searching for the good, and it will arrive to me, and it did, and good people did too. And
That was,
so it really was like life changing. Just that one, like you said, it just a snap of the finger, just flipping the switch, changing the mindset.
yeah, and sometimes all it takes is like somebody to point it out to you because I think I'm usually pretty good at looking at on the bright side usually. So when she said that to me, I was like, dude, you're right. Like I don't know why I've been I've been thinking this way because yeah, you're so right. And yeah, it's that law of attraction, as you said. When we look for the good, that's kind of what we see in the world, and when we focus on the bad, then that is what we're going to be seeing. It's all about that lens through which we view life. That's going to make a big difference for us.
Yeah, and our thoughts and emotions too. Some people, that have anxiety, they have this constant thought loop and pattern, this subconscious wiring, programming in their mind, saying all these things that are bringing them down based on their self-image or whatever it may be. And that is just living in that type of life is so, so much harder. It's very stressful. And it's I've done some healing energy work on people that do have anxiety, and I take on their energy and I feel it, and I tell them what I'm experiencing. It is awful. It is like a spinning room and you can't stop. And and then I'm trying to figure out the core root problem, which always goes down to different things. For, it could be inner child healing or shadow work, just facing that hidden dark part of them that they locked away in a box that I had to bring out. I'm like, this is the issue. We got to face it and, get over this blockage and, just work on how can we be closer to our true self and not the ego self, and
Right.
help them, kind of soften, because it's just hardened, really. And that work has been really, really amazing. I've seen them calm down and be at ease. So it is really, really cool to figure out why, the reason why it's happening.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like as you said, I think it's so important to find that true self and to be able to learn to accept ourselves and to express
Mm-hmm.
ourselves in our most authentic way, because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times it's like as we grow up, as we go to school and the way our parents raise us, it's almost like sometimes they try to put us inside a box, right? We're almost
Mm-hmm.
indoctrinated into different beliefs. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's not until we grow up that we realize, like, hey, this is actually not me. This is not what I
Mm-hmm.
want to do. Like, I got to find my
Mm-hmm.
true self.
Yeah, exactly. And it comes with a lot of, like you said, acceptance, self forgiveness, and also forgiving the people in our lives, everyone involved, and accepting everyone, and also expressing your authentic self, your true self, your unique self. Everything that makes you flawed and different is what makes you beautiful. And like you were saying, we're not meant to be in a box. We're not meant to be whatever all the people in our lives make us be, because they have their own traumas and their own issues and their own limitations that they haven't worked through, their own wounds. And that's why we're here to break the cycle, the generational curse, heal the ancestral wounds, and break these karmic loops and, change our life for the better so that they can see that they can do it for themselves. They have to see you win. They have to see you do it, because it's a very bold and courageous thing to do, and not everyone is doing it, right? People are fine with tolerating the life that they have, but we are here to thrive.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. I think it's funny. I'm kind of when it comes to philosophy, I'm a bit of a hedonist in the sense that I'm always looking for the thing that is going to bring me joy and going to make me feel good. Um, so part of
I mean, that's
my
good.
right, yeah, as I'm not like taking it to these extreme, of course, because I feel like a lot of times when at least when I used to hear hedonism, I used to think of like drugs and sex and like crazy, like all the extreme stuff. But I think of it more of like in a way that is going to bring me satisfaction, wellness, and health.
Can
Um,
you talk more about what this is for the listeners? Because actually, I haven't heard about this. So, could you explain what it is for everyone to really get a taste of what you're talking about?
hedonism.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a branch of philosophy that basically states that pleasure is the highest good, and that should be the goal in life.
Hmm.
And the reason I resonate with that is because I'm of the belief that we are here to experience everything that life has, and so
Mm-hmm.
I think that life should be enjoyed. I
Mm-hmm.
I think being stuck in the loops of like
Mm-hmm.
violence or abuse is
Mm-hmm.
sad. And my hope
Mm-hmm.
for everybody in the world is to be able to get out of that, because that's no fun. That's no good. That's not good
Mm-hmm.
for the soul. It hurts.
Mm-hmm. It's true. We are here to play and have fun and experience and learn, and yeah, just enjoy this short amount of time that we have, and we should be chasing the good. We should be going on adventures, getting our bucket lists checked off, and
It,
you know That's why I travel so much and I'm always doing and I always have so many plans and yeah, there's just I gotta squish it all in. Like I have the urgency. I'm like I need to be in this state of joy because that is the highest, it's a very high vibration and frequency to be in a state of joy.
Hmm. Definitely. And then it's like when you are in that state, it's so much easier to radiate it onto others. And I feel like
Mhm.
they can feel that. Like you can bring so much positivity and good vibes
Mhm.
when you are in that high frequency.
Also, you also get a lot of opportunities. The universe loves that. It loves when you are childlike and when you're having that state of joy and being in there. That is like the most spiritual thing you could possibly do is be in a state of joy. And because of how much flows to you and how much comes to you. And it is super incredible. It really is. I mean, because I'm in it.
Yeah.
But
Right.
so, yeah, so I mean, I can only speak from experience, but the thing is just like the people that aren't in it, the people
Mhm.
that are living in like how you were saying, abuse, which I've experienced in my life, and oh my gosh, it was a nightmare. It is a living hell. And that is the frequency. It's a frequency of hell. It is like you're stuck in that, all that, you know,
Yeah.
there's a long list of things that you could be feeling. But yeah, so thank you for sharing that philosophy so
Yeah. Of course.
I could get like a grasp of that fully and how cool it is to learn. I'm so eager. So please
Yeah.
continue. Please continue.
No, for sure. Yeah. So nowadays I've gotten a little bit more into like mindfulness and being present in the moment because
Mm-hmm.
I started reading a little bit more about just different philosophies, including hermetic philosophies, and a lot of like self help and spirituality
Mm-hmm.
books, and a lot of them talk about how the past and the present aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the past and the future aren't really real because they never
Mm-hmm.
get right. Like all we ever have is the present. So in order
Right.
to be happy, to find that joy, it's like it's about being present in the moment and looking at the things that we have, having an abundant mindset so that we can enjoy what we have instead of missing what we lack.
Oh my gosh, this is so aligned. This morning, when I was grounding in nature, I was meditating, and that same thing came to me, and I wrote it down and shared it with everyone.
Mhm.
And I put, all you can be is present and focus at the task at hand. All you can do is take it one step at a time. All you can be is here and now, the eternal now. You can't think about the past or worry about the future. What people need is your presence. They need you to remain at ease. When you feel out of alignment, find your center, return home to your heart, feel what you're feeling in that moment, and gratitude will follow. When you don't know what to do, think about love and look at what love has brought you in your life. So that's what came through. And yeah, just being present, exactly what you said. So it's just so beautiful
Yeah,
it's beautiful to have you as a reflection and for us to share the same thing in different way.
definitely. Yeah, I feel like it's awesome. You mentioned that one step at a time. That's like something that it's literally one of my mantras. Always take it one step at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a time. It's the mantra that has helped me get out of some of
Mm-hmm.
the difficult situations in life. Just knowing that I just got to
Mm-hmm.
get through now, and then there's always good things coming.
Yeah, because people can get very overwhelmed with just the thought of what they want to do and all the steps that they have to take, and they just don't even start because it is just too much of a burden. And so I always encourage, take baby steps. Just take one step. It doesn't have to be the right step. You just got to move. You just got to take inspired action, and then everything else will respond to you. The universe wants to engage with you. You just have to play. You have to participate. You have to
Yeah.
give and receive. You have to be part of it, and you have to be in that circulation of energy. And so it is a lot to, think about. But like you said, it's my mantra too. With every single thing, I'm like, hey, I need to be as present as I possibly can right now. That's all I have. That's all I have is right now. And it's a
Yeah,
fleeting moment. It's a
for
fleeting
sure.
moment. It's gone now. But yeah, when you're present with people, that connection is so sacred and it's so special.
Yes, definitely. It, it's funny. I a couple back in January, I was up at night. I couldn't go to sleep, and I was thinking about because I put on little events. I have a whole bunch of friends that are DJs, and so we like to get together and put on event like little pop ups at beach.
Oh my gosh, so much fun. I love that.
It, it's the best. And so one night I couldn't sleep, and I just got this random idea. I was like, "Yo," because I was thinking about the next event and how to do it, when to do it, and whatever. And it reminded me of this because you said, sometimes we just have to take action.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was in bed, and I got the thought, you know what? Like February 22nd, 222 was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be a great idea to make the next event, on that date. So I
Mm-hmm.
checked the calendar, and sure enough, it was a weekend. It was a Sunday. So I said, you know what? That's gonna be the next event. I had no idea if any of my homies were gonna be available,
Mm-hmm.
nor did I really have anything set up. I got the idea. My heart was telling me go for it,
Mm-hmm.
and I went for it. I took the steps to get it done. Kind of just took it a day at a time. I went on Threads, which I love, by the way, because it allows us to connect with people who we
Mm-hmm.
haven't met, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I met a whole bunch of new homies through there that helped
Mm-hmm.
me make it happen, and it was just an incredible experience bringing that event into fruition when it was just an idea, like once upon a time.
And you created that, you manifested that, right? And that idea, you have to keep following those ideas. I feel like those are just planted into our mind from the angels because that was what happened. This podcast was literally the same exact thing as you. The idea just landed on me. And I'm
Yeah,
like, let's do it. And it has been a complete success, right? So
yeah.
you got to follow that and listen to your heart, right? And listen to your intuition. So I'm really glad that you do it, you're doing it.
Yeah, no, thank you, and you too. Like seriously, I'm so happy to be here with you. It's incredible. I never would have imagined it.
I know, me either. It is very surreal, but it looks like we're out of time. Do you have any final thoughts, anything else to say to the audience before we jump off?
Final thoughts, dude, just be yourself. Express your authentic self. Regardless of what people may say, because
Mm-hmm.
we all have our biases. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
good to be true to ourselves, and then the right people that are meant for us are going to come into our lives. And the people
Mm-hmm.
that aren't meant for us, then they might be repelled, and that's a good thing
Mm-hmm.
because we don't need people that are going to bring us negativity or that are going to make us feel bad or anything like that. So be yourself, lead
Mm-hmm.
with kindness, and yeah, enjoy the day.
Man, I couldn't have said that better myself.
All right, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being a guest.
Yeah.